So, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me in this city guide tour of Istanbul. Today, we will be exploring the streets in search of great food in the form of kebabs and donairs, which we have to thank Istanbul for giving the world. You can be in Canada, Australia, India, and you'll find the people that love kebabs and donairs. So let's delve a little deep into this, and I will also discuss why I chose this as a topic of interest today. So thank you very much. Let's begin. So one of the reasons why I picked kebabs and donairs to discuss it a bit more in the project is because I, first of all, really love them. I love kebabs in general, be it if I'm having them back home in India in the form of seed kebabs, which are also invented here in Turkey, which I will discuss further in the presentation, or if I'm eating donairs here in Canada, which I absolutely love having, as a healthy alternative to fast food or a midnight snack, which midnight meal basically. They're open very late at night and people love them. People of different backgrounds, be it people coming off a 9 to 5 job or blue collar people. Everyone loves donairs, and there are a lot of them here in Canada now. I believe you'll find plenty of different franchises in any city you go. So these dishes are far more than just food. They are the products of centuries of cultural exchange, migration, and trade. Basically, a living legacy of the Ottoman Empire and Istanbul's unique role that it played as the crossroads between East and West. Istanbul's rich culinary traditions have been shaped by the sultans, also the merchants, and the many travelers who passed by through its bustling streets and grand markets, from the imperial kitchens of Topkapi Palace to the smoky grills of Beylikdüzü. Kebabs tell a story of history, community, and innovation. In this video, we'll visit 7 iconic locations that not only serve delicious kebabs, but are deeply connected to the city's historical and cultural landscape. So, with that, let's begin our journey into the heart of Istanbul through its food. In the Ottoman courts, kitchens called Matba-e Amir prepared elaborate feasts for the sultans and their guests. Meat, especially lamb and beef, was the centerpiece of these meals. Skilled cooks, often brought in from different regions of the empire, experimented with spices and techniques to create dishes fit for royalty. One of these culinary inventions was the seez kebab, or the sea kebab, meat skewered and grilled to perfection. Over time, this evolved into the doner kebab, thin slices of marinated meat slowly roasted on a vertical spit. Doner became a symbol of Istanbul's innovation, said to have originated in Bursa by Iskandar Efendi in the 19th century. But kebabs were confined to palaces. They weren't confined to palaces, they were food for the people. They were sold by merchants in the bustling grand bazaars and along the city streets. Istanbul's strategic location on the Silk Road brought spices from Persia, meat from Anatolia, and bread making techniques from the Levant. This fusion of influences turned kebabs into the beloved dish we know today. So our journey begins at Konyali Restaurant, located near the historic Topkapi Palace, established in 1897. Konyali is one of Istanbul's oldest restaurants, renowned for serving Ottoman-inspired kebabs to this day. Imagine this: Topkapi Palace was the seat of the Ottoman sultans for over 400 years. It wasn't just a palace, it was the center of political, cultural, and culinary life. Konyali sits in the shadow of this legacy, offering dishes reminiscent of those prepared for the imperial court. One of their signature dishes is the seez kebab, marinated lamb grilled on skewers. It's a taste that transports you back to the days of the sultans and their feasts, where food was an art form. Next, we step into the vibrant heart of Istanbul. The Grand Bazaar, one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world. Amidst its winding alleys and vibrant shops lies Donershi Sahin Usta, a small eatery that has perfected the art of doner kebab since 1969. The Grand Bazaar, founded in the 15th century, was a hub of trade where merchants sold spices, textiles, and food. Donershi Sahin Usta carries this legacy forward, with its thinly sliced meat marinated for hours and roasted on a vertical spit. The aroma alone draws crowds, as locals and tourists alike savor the tender, flavorful meat wrapped with fresh pita or served on a plate. The choice is yours. Our next stop is Kasab Usman. In the historic Sirkasi district, once the gateway for travelers arriving by train, known for its tender seasoned kebabs. Kasab Usman continues the centuries-old tradition of grilling meat to perfection. Sirkishi was where the Orient Express ended its journey, connecting Europe to Istanbul. Travelers from far and wide would arrive here, sharing stories, goods, and culinary traditions. At Kasab Usman, you taste the simple, timeless flavor of Istanbul streets.
कि आप शक्ल देखें, ये देखें, बड़ा ज़बरदस्त रेड हो रहा है, मतलब आलमोस्ट ये कुकड है। 1 से 2 मिनट और देंगे इन्हें और नीचे उतार लेंगे। ये देखें, बहुत प्यारा कलर और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त किस्म की खुशबू आ रही है जो ये पक रहे हैं ऊपर। और देख लें, जूसेस ये अपने छोड़ रहे हैं, कोई ऑयल नहीं लगाया इनको, बड़े ही ज़बरदस्त ये पक रहे हैं। और जो
Our next stop will be Immervitori's Cafe and Restaurant. It is nestled in the heart of Istanbul's historic Sultanahmet district. Amidros Cafe and Restaurant has been a culinary landmark since its opening in 1995. This establishment is renowned for its extensive menu, which seamlessly blends traditional Turkish, Anatolian, and international dishes, all crafted from the finest locally sourced ingredients. Amedros is particularly celebrated for its Amedros special Topkapi Palace Mundakana, a recipe dating back to the 16th century. This dish, originally prepared for the Sultan in Topkapi Palace, features boiled lamb with onions, almonds, figs, parsley, and special blend of spices, offering diners a taste of Ottoman culinary heritage. This restaurant's location in Sultanahmet Palace in amidst some of Istanbul's most iconic landmarks, including the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. This prime setting allows guests to immerse themselves in the rich history and architect of the city while enjoying their brilliantly crafted and tasty, delicious meal. Our next stop is Devli Kebab, located in the historic Samatya district of Istanbul. Founded in 1912, Devli is more than a restaurant, it's a landmark of Istanbul's culinary heritage. Known for its exceptional Adana kebab and diverse kebab platters, Samdea is one of Istanbul's oldest neighborhoods, home to the Greeks, Armenians, and Turks. This diversity shaped the food culture of the area. Walking through its streets, you can almost hear the echoes of history. Markets filled with fresh ingredients, spices traded from the Silk Road, and fires lit to grill meats in centuries old traditions. At Develi, the signature Adana kebab stands out. This kebab is named after the city of Adana in the southeastern Turkey and is made with finely minced lamb, marinated with red peppers and grilled over charcoal. Each bite reflects the art of kebab making perfected over generations. Devli's presence in Samtea reminds us that the food is not just a meal, it's a link to our past, a shared cultural identity that brings people together across time and place. Now to our final destination on this tour. It is Bayeti Restaurant. an iconic establishment in the Florya district of Istanbul, founded in 1945 by Beyti Guler. This restaurant has been at the forefront of Istanbul's evolving food scene. Beyti Guler, inspired by his travels to Europe, revolutionized the presentation of kebabs by creating the now famous Beyti kebab, ground lamb wrapped in thin lavish bread and grilled to perfection. This dish is a beautiful fusion of innovation and tradition, a modern masterpiece that honors Ottoman kebab making heritage. Floria, situated along the coast of the Sea of Marmara, adds to this experience. Known for its scenic beauty and as a retreat for Istanbul's elite, in the mid 20th century, Beyti becomes a gathering place for dignitaries, writers, and international visitors. To this day, the restaurant's commitment to quality and tradition sets it apart. The Beyti kebab is served with yogurt and grilled vegetables, capturing the essence of Turkish cuisine: bold, balanced, and timeless. Dining at Beyti restaurant is more than enjoying a meal. It's a journey through Turkey's culinary evolution, one that bridges the past with the present. As we close this tour of ours, we have explored not just restaurants, but pieces of history, each kebab and restaurant telling a unique story. From the imperial kitchens of Topkapi Palace to the bustling streets of Beglu, Kebabs and Donairs reflect Istanbul's vibrant past and enduring traditions. These dishes remind us of Istanbul's role as a melting pot of cultures, a city where trade, history, and migration have come together to create flavors that connect generations. And at the very end, I would like to say thank you for joining me on this journey through the culinary and cultural heart of Istanbul. May this inspire you to taste and explore and uncover the stories behind every dish that you encounter in this magnificent, beautiful city. Thank you and tezkurler.